Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're bringing you AAA baseball in the Pacific Coast League. It's the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Oklahoma City Comets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Jackson Ferris. Should be interesting to see how he handles righty batters in this one. They've hit better than 300 against him this season. Maybe he needs to mix up his pitch sequences, locations, or speeds because they've teed off against him. Gotta do something to get them off balance. Ready to go now. Jackson. And we are underway.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 1-0 pitch. Late swing, fouled it off.
Changeup, low outside.
And the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
1-2 offering. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
Four-seam fastball, high middle.
Gets a piece, stays alive.
Overhand curve, low outside.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Overhand curve, low inside.
That just missed.
Changeup, low outside.
Sliced hard, but foul.
Changeup, low inside.
That just misses. And the next pitch will be number 10 for the AB. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk. When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top. And now the right fielder, Nick Solak. First pitch misses, ball 1.
Overhand curve, low outside.
Runner on the go. Chop to third. And that's just foul. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the lefty got the strikeout looking. Fastball at the letters for strike 3. And he's challenging that called strike. And the strike is overturned following the review. They'll keep both their challenges. The 2-2 punches that one away with 2 strikes. Jackson takes his lead at first with nobody out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Pitcher's got to be wondering what's going to get the swing and a miss. He might need to change speeds or locations, if only to change things around. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the ground, right side, Freeland. And there's one away. Next up, Blake Hunt.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Curveball gets over for a called strike. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. Liner caught at second. Next to hit, Zach Evans.
Overhand curve. Outside.
In the dirt, but kept it close.
Four-seam fastball.
1-0, here's the pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. And it's off the wall. And they're out in front with a 1-0 lead. Pulls into second, that's an RBI double. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Maybe not quite the right launch angle, exit velo combination to leave the yard, but he did a really nice job pounding that one to deep left. Extra bases are always appreciated. Swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. The run scores from second. In at second with an RBI double. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. In the dirt, but blocked. 1-2, here's the pitch. Here's a pop-up. And that's the third out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Midway in the first, the Chihuahuas lead it 2-0. Welcome back. Today's starting pitcher, J.P. Sears. He's been outstanding this year and should be fun to watch today. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in for the Comets, Keston Hira. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
The third baseman, number 4.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Santiago Espinal. 3 hits in the loss last night. On the ground. And that's a fair ball! Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. Great bat control there. Slapped it down the third base line and kept it fair. That's clean hitting. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Runners at first and second, and nobody out. Foul ball, still 0-2. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Ripped into the outfield. And that's a base hit. They hold the runner at third base, and now the bases are loaded. And that makes it 3 hits in a row for this lineup. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Digging in, Damon Keith. Up and in. Labeled on along the center. The relay to third, and safe at third. They pick up a run, and now it's a one-run game. Not your everyday sac fly there. He smoked that one, but it just couldn't find a safe landing spot. And now, Noah Miller, doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. 10 hits in the last 5 games. Now that he's gotten ahead in the count, he needs to attack and finish off this hitter. Runners are at the corners, one away. Nashes this one deep to left. This one on its way and gone. Well, that'll fire up the home crowd. 7th homer of the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-2. He's definitely on a good run at the plate. He has to be feeling very confident. And I'm sure the front office is feeling good about him too. Seems safe to say that he got what he was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out. Josue De Paula will hit next. A little bit high, maybe. 1-0. Definitely not the way he wanted to start this game. He needs to escape this inning and get on track fast. Next one is off the plate. Ball 2. Slider misses away. That's not going to entice a disciplined hitter to swing. Got to bring that slider closer to the plate. And the 3-0 finds the zone. And there's ball 4. And we're getting an ABS challenge from behind the dish. And the call stands. It was a ball. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Runner at first. Matt Gorski now at the plate. Drove in 2 of their 3 runs in yesterday's game. Fly ball to right. And there are 2 down. So up next, Mike Sirota, on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. Liner, base hit. Blue stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Next up for the Comets, Eliezer Alfonso. Grounds this one to short. Oh, great stop. Throws to first. Throw not in time. The infield single loads the bases. What a defensive play that was. He dove, made the stop, and saved a run. It's still a hit. They've still got a chance to score. But he made a heck of a play. Keston Hiura getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing, ground ball out to short. Jackson. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. It's now 4-2. The Chihuahuas at the plate here in the 2nd inning.
Four-seam fastball.
Looper into right field. And it's foul. Bowen, 25 years old, and he's been on a great run at the plate, hitting better than .325 in his last 10 games.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
And that's in the dirt.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a miss. Leadoff batter retired here in the 2nd. Bases empty, 1 away. And here's the first baseman, Luis Verdugo. He didn't start his
Ball
windup
one.
before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball.
Middle outside.
Not close with that one, but still chased. That's a strike.
Low inside.
Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Swings and misses, and the count is 2-2. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Took a little too
Ball
long
3.
on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. 1 out and the base is empty. Got the batter swinging. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And he did a good job of working with the catcher on the sequence there. Slowed him down with the off-speed stuff, then ran the fastball by his bat for the K, even if the location wasn't perfect. And now, Saman Taylor. Out to center. Sirota gets there under it and makes the catch. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. Oklahoma City with the lead, 4-2. On to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Santiago Espinal.
Santiago Espinal.
On the ground to the left, Jackson. Now 1 out. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. Sears trying to bounce back after a bumpy first inning. So digging in, Alex Freeland singled and scored the first time around. He hits a fly to center. Ornelas under it. Gets there. Got it. Bases are empty with 2 away. And next, the cleanup hitter, Damon Keith. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through it, recovering well after he had a rough first inning. And the manager can keep the bullpen idle a while longer. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the second inning. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
misses. 1-2 the count. Out to short. Jackson on the run. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. We're at the end of 2. Oklahoma City have the edge. 4-2. We move on to the third inning. Leading off, Ryan Jackson.
Changeup.
Jackson.
Low outside.
Nope. Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Lifted in the air to right center. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick. Solak.
Bases empty, 1 away. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Nick Solak.
Hey!
Four-seam fastball. High middle. Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. Just couldn't get on time with the heater in that at bat. 3 straight fastballs, and he ends up with the strikeout.
Outside.
Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Blake Hunt. In the air to the right, Key has this one sized up and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down here. Bottom of the inning, coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Noah Miller. That's towards center. 1 up, 1 down. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. 1 out and the bases are empty. Josue De Paula digs in now. Reached on a walk the first time. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the left.
Digging in for the Comets, Matt Gorski. This one in the air to right. Grabs it on the run. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. Mike Sirota, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Turns at second, fires to third, safe, not in time to get him, and it's first and third with 2 away. So up next, Eliezer Alfonso reached on an infield single the first time. It's a pop-up. And that will retire the side. 2 runners left aboard, but they still lead this one 4-2. Top of the 4th inning with the Chihuahuas at the dish.
The third baseman, Zach.
Two-seam fastball. Low middle.
Pop up, foul on the right side. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Pablo Reyes.
Nobody on with 1 out. Next up for the Chihuahuas, Pablo Reyes.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
The 0-1 from the lefty. Hit in the air, right field. Key should have this one. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tirso.
2 down now. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Tirso Ornelas. This outing has gone well for him so far, and part of that is because he's thrown better than 70% of his first pitches for strikes. That certainly helps. didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. The Chihuahuas trailing by 2. Top half of the 4th. And he grounds it to the right side and handles that one. Play made. That ends the inning. They're set down 1-2-3. Welcome back. The Comets at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. That's a leadoff double. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the 3rd time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. So digging in, Santiago Espinal. Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. That one is smoked. Right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As a run scores. It was pretty clear off the bat that he was going to get extra bases out of that one. The automatic double just made it a formality. Nice job to bring home the run, too. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. J.P. Sears departs. Got them some innings, but they did not come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Bradley Rodriguez. Has to collect quick outs and keep the team within striking distance. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Alex Freeland. 1 for 2. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. There's one down.
Now batting, the right field.
Damon Keith will hit next. Here's a grounder up the middle. Taylor. 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And now the shortstop, Noah Miller. He's already homered in this ballgame. Swing and a rocket. Should be extra bases. Runner from third in to score. And they're up by 4. Comes through with the RBI. And one thing to notice here, he didn't fly open and overswing. Instead, he stayed back long enough to drive that one the opposite way. That's what made the double possible. Now at the dish, Josue De Paulo. On the ground to third, Evans. Throws to first. That ends the inning and prevents things from getting out of hand. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Moving on to the 5th. The Comets lead it 6-2. We're in the top half of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Jace Bowen. Chopper back up the middle, picks it up. That's an out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luis.
Bases empty, 1 away. And now the first baseman, Luis Verdugo. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Line drive, that's a base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Simon Taylor. Lines this one hard up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. Coming to the plate. 1 run comes across. Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Now at the plate, Ryan Jackson. With his teammates driving in a pair, he wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. In the air to left. Gorski in position. Gets there. Got it. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Solak.
Ball.
Solak, 31 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he starts in the outfield. Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-0.
Yeah.
And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Fights it off, we'll see another. Nice eye right there. Tremendous battle by the hitter here. I'm impressed with the way he's approaching this AB. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. No errors, no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Comets out in front, 6-4. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Comets batting. This pitch popped up. Taylor under it. And makes the catch. Nice high fastball to get the pop out. Hitter looked like he was right on it, but that late velocity and hop got him swinging underneath it. Easy out for this defense. Bases empty, 1 away. And now the center fielder, Mike Sirota. Can't get there, base hit. High 90s fastball, but right in a hittable zone. Good hitters will do damage on that kind of pitch. At the plate, Eliezer Alfonso. Sirota leading off of first with 1 out. Swing and a high fly to left. It's carrying. And now 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chester.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Bradley Rodriguez will depart. And as the starter heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Righty reliever out the pen, Ty Adcock. Coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Back to the top of the order here. And now the DH, Keston Hiura. On a line for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. Bouncer up the middle. And that ends the inning. 2 runners left on base. They're up 6-4. We're back here at the ballpark. Start of the sixth. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, Blake Hunt.
Two-seam fastball.
Hunt stands in now and watches strike one. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. And there's one down. One out and the bases are empty. Now the third baseman, Zach Evans. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. That's in there for strike one. Oof, that one went straight back and got her up right in the mask. Hope he's okay. The Chihuahuas down by a pair. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Wow, he really got away with a mistake right there. And that just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. In the air to left center. Pretty deep. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 down. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. So 2 out. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Pablo Reyes. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jackson Ferris done for the night. 2-run ball game as the starter heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Will Klein, being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs, bases empty. And goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. On we go to the bottom of the sixth. Oklahoma City out front, 6-4. We're in the bottom of the sixth, and now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. Ground ball, right side, Taylor. Got the out. Bases empty, 1 away. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Damon Keith. Late with the swing there. Just can't catch up to the heat. In the air out to right. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Noah Miller. And he put a charge into one earlier with an absolutely mammoth home run. Big sound off the bat and a majestic soaring shot that he'll probably savor for some time. In the air along the left field line. Can't get there, and it's a base hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. Josue De Paula getting ready to hit. Out to center. Ornelas moving under this one. Gets there, got it. 1 runner left on base. Still in the lead, though, at 6-4. We go to the top of the 7th. Tirso Ornelas now at the plate. It's
That's
ball
a
1.
ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Ground ball to second base. Freeland. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, the left fielder, James Loner.
Nobody on with 1 out. Now the left fielder, Jace Bowen.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball.
Right side. Whips it to first in time. 2 down.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now at the plate, Luis Verdugo. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Next up for the Chihuahuas, Saman Taylor. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Four-seam fastball.
Nope.
Serious heat on that fastball, up into triple digits. That's tough to hit at any level. On the ground, right side. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 runner left aboard. They trail it here, 6-4.
Now pitching for
We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Alec Jacob. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. That 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Embrace your wild side. Ground ball to third. Can't field it cleanly. Decides to hold on to play.
now batting, the center fielder.
No outs. Runner at first. Digging in for the Comets, Mike Sirota. Foul ball there. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss late on that one. Right through there for the strikeout. 1 away now in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, catcher Eliezer.
And here is Eliezer Alfonso, 1 for 3. It just misses the ball and no strikes. Runner at first, 1 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. the middle. Taylor, the underhand flip. There's one.
Ow!
To first, not in time. Great effort there. To the top of the order we go. Next up for the Comets, Keston Hiura. Wallops this one out towards right center. That's a base hit off the base of the wall. Coming around third. Comes across to score. And the throws off line. Safe at third. Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That's the kind of knock every batter loves to have. A well-struck ball into the opposite field gap. That one was extra bases all the way. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Santiago Espinal. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. 2 outs and a runner at third. You're in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. Oh, 0-2, here's the pitch. Hard hit to right center. And the inning is over. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. It's now a 7-4 ball game. We're in the top of the 8th. Ryan Jackson getting ready to hit.
Ryan Jackson.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Hey!
Sweeper.
Cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Now this is lifted to center. Touches down. That's a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Chance at a triple. And he announces his arrival at AAA with a triple. What a moment for him. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. This next at-bat looms very large. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Nick Solak. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change.
Number 63. Paso.
Not even close there. No outs and a runner at third.
Ball 2.
Getting squeezed a bit here in the late going. Swing and a miss. 89 miles per hour on the changeup is a bit risky. If you get good movement, it's hard hit to right center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tagging, heading for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2. And now, White punt. Ripped, but it curls foul. Hurd goes 6 feet 3 inches. He throws a changeup, a 4-seamer, a 2-seamer, a curve, and he mixes in a slider. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, that's a K. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Look at the action on that slider. Serious late break, taking it out of the zone, and he couldn't hold back. Really tough to take that pitch, but it's one that the best hitters learn to lay off. Evans, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one finds the zone. It's now 1-1. It's clear he's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs inside. We'll see if he goes away or comes back inside. And 1-2. Swings and lifts this one to deep left. His ball's carrying. feeling for the wall, makes the catch. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Oklahoma City with the lead, 7-5. All set for the bottom of the 8th. Alex Freeland digs in now. Fouls one off, out of play, back to our left. That one is absolutely pummeled. That's back. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what he gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Damon Keith. Stop sign goes up at third, runners at the corners, nobody out. Next up for the Comets, Noah Miller. Now a flare off the bat, and it stays fair. In the score from third. And they take a 3-run lead. Now the tag at third, and they get the out. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a new arm into the game, the righty, Johnny Brito, trying to strand the runner at second. And now, Josue De Paula. Hard ground ball, base hit. Now a long throw home. Not in time, safe at the plate. And they're up by 4. So a man on. Digging in for the Comets, Matt Gorski. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta, the left-hander, up and throwing. On the ground to first. Stops it on a slide. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Man on at first. Here's the center fielder, Mike Sirota. Ground ball to second. The flip, and they get the out. Through 8 full. Oklahoma City ahead in this game, 9-5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edgardo Henriquez. He can really bring the heat. So digging in, Pablo Reyes. Up and in, and that's ball 1. And that one nearly hit him. That'll back him up a bit. That one into triple digits. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Spoils the two-strike offering, another coming up. He was a little early, but kept his hands back long enough to fight that one off. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 9-6. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. Now this is a laser to left. Reaches, can't make the grab. He makes the turn and digs for second base. And that's a double. He did a nice job there on an upper 90s fastball. Read it well out of the pitcher's hand and put a nice swing on it. Bowen in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a strike. Good fastball, 98 miles an hour. Some serious velocity coming out of the pen, clearly. This one is labeled. It's pretty deep. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. One run is in. That is an RBI triple. Hey, that's a really big RBI as he snags himself 3 bases in the process. This next at-bat is going to be critical for Dugo. Swings through it for strike one. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the wild pitch plates a run. Some really excellent base running right there after knocking the triple. Once the ball got away, there was no hesitation. Just a beeline for the plate to score the run. Taylor in the box now, takes strike one. Back up the middle. Oh, it gets the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play's concluded, we'll check on the right-hander's status. So they turn things over to the righty, Peter Hubeck. A shot at save number 1 this season. Nobody out, first and second here. Now up, Ryan Jackson. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. That's a mistake, letting that fastball go down the pipe. He's got to recover quickly if he wants to get something out of this AB. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. He's 2 outs away. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Nick Solak. In the dirt, but kept it close. But the runners do not advance. Out to short. Off balance speed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. On that play, he couldn't set his feet, and that can make things tough. Still, he made an accurate throw for the out at second. So it's their last chance of the ball game. Hunt in the box now, takes strike one. Swing and a miss. Looks at one, then swings at one, and quickly he's down 0-2. Time to simplify your approach at the plate. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. That one out to right. Fair ball. One runs in. And here comes the runner. And safe at the plate, they take the lead. It's a 2-run triple. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Good fundamental hitting on the pitch away. Step through it and poke it to the opposite field. He showed a nice approach there. The batter now, Zach Evans. That one finds the zone. And the count, 1-2. That's down and away. Up the middle. It's in and out of the glove. Runner from third in to score. And they take a 2-run lead in the ninth. Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Pablo Reyes. And he digs in with a chance at a very special and rare achievement, having already homered in this inning. We'll see if he can dial long distance again.
Hey!
6 runs already in to score this inning. Here in the top of the ninth. Fly ball left field. Gorski moving under. And makes the catch. Inning over, but the damage certainly done. An incredible rally here in the top of the ninth has completely flipped the script of this game. El Paso with the lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brian Hoeing, aiming to lock down the game and pick up the save. And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. Taylor. One away. Couple of pitches, a quick out. That'll work. He's 2 outs away. Keston Hira, the next to hit. He's got a single, a double, and the hardest to get, a triple in this game. A home run would complete the cycle. They are down to their final out. Santiago Espinal will hit next. Bounces it to the left side. Evans. That is the ball game. 11-9 the final score. On behalf of our excellent crew, thanks for joining us for this broadcast of minor league baseball on the show. I'm Ben Gelman, and we'll see you next time.